Angelica, what is the most significant challenge facing young women your age who wish to keep and practice the faith, and how have you dealt with that challenge?
Okay, so most difficult challenge for young women today. I think for myself personally, sort of like what I mentioned in my talk, was a little bit of a lack of trust in God, especially when it came to figuring out my vocation and what God was asking of me. And I think that if you feel like discouraged because you don't see a clear plan for yourself, or you don't really understand what God is calling you to do, He is and He does have something very special planned for you. So I think having trust in Him first and above all things, and of course trusting everything to Our Lady, you will see what He calls you to do and be open to it. Also, that I think that's very important. Don't have an idea in your head per se. You can consider what your talents are, what your tastes are, what you like to do, what your natural aptitudes are, but pray a lot and trust. And I think that trust will get you exactly where God wants you to be. And I think that's the best advice that I could give. But practically speaking, I highly recommend doing the Ignatian retreats. If you've never been on one, highly recommend it. And if you have, I encourage you to do it at least every 2 years. I went 3 years without doing it, and the first time I did it was back in Canada. And the third time was just this past July, and I could tell the absolute difference that it makes in a person's life. And it really helps you to kind of anchor yourself again in a spiritual life, in a conversation with God, kind of like what Kevin was talking about, that the rush of daily life doesn't allow you to do. So yeah, trust in God, and concretely, make sure that you make a retreat at least every 2 years. Thank you.